I wish we had this song. Dun, 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 dun. There's this.
See you. That's the new dance step.
With music though. It doesn't make sense to do it without music.
Take it.
So what should we do?
Nothing. Let's go straight into. Let's record and tell the people what's happening.
What should we do now?
Nothing. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to another beautiful edition of Make It Plain with Uche plus Kachi. It's a blessing to be here once again, and we cannot thank you enough for being there to watch and to listen to us and all of that. We're super stoked by your support, your immense support, and even from last week, the responses were immense. Messages everywhere, comments, and all of that. So yeah, we cannot thank you guys enough.
We're so glad you enjoyed it.
So
and
glad you gained value from it. So like you already know, we're your favorite couple. She's Uche and I am Kachi, and we're here to talk about something that's gonna be nice.
Something that's gonna be interesting.
Interesting.
Something that I'm sure everyone has experienced or is experiencing or will still experience.
Yep.
So we're going to be talking about how to deal with in-laws.
Dealing with the in-laws, guys.
Dealing with in-laws.
As in dealing with in-laws. Like that's a topic. That's a topic that a lot of
dates back to when?
Dates back to
centuries.
Dealing with
you said
in-laws.
No.
I said
Oh yeah, okay.
Dealing with in-laws. So it's so we're going to be sharing out disclaimer from the start. A lot of things we're going to be saying. So there are as much as
ideals.
Yeah, there can be ideals, and we're going to also ensure that we put in the right caveats for each point that we make, because it's not universal.
There's no one size fits all, basically.
Exactly.
Because every situation
is different.
Every situation, relationships are all different. The dynamics differ. So there's no one size fits all from right off the bat. Guys.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna say, we're just gonna explain. I mean, sort of ideals, but also explain from our experiences, the things that we have gone through. As always, we share from our experiences.
Yes, as always. So dealing with the in-laws is not just only with respect to parents' in-laws. It's also with the other members of the family. So whether they're siblings, cousins, whatever, dealing with all of that. So like she said, I'll start off with that. Every relationship is unique.
Yep.
Every relationship is unique. So you have that part of you have that. It's important that you know it.
Yeah.
Going into a relationship, be you a lady or a guy, and you're going to meet your spouses or your spouse to be, or your partner's family, parents, cousins, all of that. Every relationship is unique. And one of the major pitfalls is that people take other people's experiences and superimpose them on their own lives, even before meeting anybody. And so you're taking that, and somebody tells you of their own experience, and you just take it and say, okay, then this should be universal. It applies across board. So is that wave of that dangerous wave of generalism? How do they say it?
Unless the experience is good. Let me sorry.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they're good experiences. They're things that positive, but a lot of times, it's not always the positives that we share as much and as freely and things like that. So if it's a positive
and
thing,
it's not the positives that we always imbibe and we soak in.
So if it's like a positive thing, and oh my god, I love this person, this is what I did and it worked or whatever, then it's a different ball game, right? By all means, you can sort of imbibe it, but also understanding that you said, every relationship.
So the context determines. So the people involved will determine how the relationship works. So you have to understand that first of all. That's the basis.
Yes.
All right. So
for me, I would say, like, dealing with in-laws, I think that it's important to be yourself from the beginning.
Yes.
So even while you're dating, right? Like, yes, we all put our best foot forward, but you see it more often than not. People try to start doing things, being outlandish or bending into pretzels. So they like it like this. You start bending the pretzels to fit that narrative,
fit the mold
and to do what they like.
Yes.
The thing is, how you lay your bed is how you're going to
lie on it. And,
so I think it's important. Be yourself from jump.
I particularly like the phrase you used, bending into pretzels, because it's imaginative.
Yeah.
So if you have an idea of what the pretzel is, you see how it's taken out.
Twisted.
It's twisted. So from being a long roll, it's twisted into whatever shape, and you find people who, so maybe use this classical example: a lady is going to get married, and then she meets the partners or the husband's fiance's parent, and every demand that's made on her, she does. He does that, she goes. She does. Always putting her, even to the point where she overextends herself, and so. Like she said, be yourself. You're not being yourself. Some of the things that are being done or being requested of you are things that you don't necessarily like on the normal day. On a normal day, you don't like, but then you want to do it because you think if you don't do it, they wouldn't like you, and they wouldn't allow their son to get married to you. But what you don't know is that you're setting yourself up for destruction, if I put it that way, because
it's not. Because
it's not sustainable.
Are you going to continue? So this has always been my mantra. Even before we got married, I wasn't going to bend in the pretzels. I literally was. I've always been myself. Not say that. I'm obviously the best version of yourself. So in terms of being nice, and I'm very polite, very. I can say, if I do say so myself, but I'm not gonna bend in the pretzels. I'm not gonna change who I am. Because I wanted to marry him, and it's something that we discussed.
Exactly.
This is who Uche is. These are the things that she likes to see. This is who Kachi is.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to like twist and turn really to be accepted.
Yeah.
This is who I am. I'm not gonna just automatically change because I'm trying to get into a family. So if I get into that family, am I going to continue on that same trend?
Yeah.
So it wasn't something that I was willing to do, and this is. That's what I think. I think it's important that you're yourself.
Yeah.
You're not having to do all sorts, and when you get in.
Then they start asking. I thought Francisca. I thought you liked this. No, ma, I didn't like it. When you did it, and then you okay. So where's all this coming from?
I think so.
So you have be yourself.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than being yourself. Nothing beats being yourself. And then also, I'll say this just to add to what you said. The Bible says in Proverbs 18 and verse 24, the first part of it, that he who has friends must first show himself friendly, right? He who has friends must show himself friendly. So you find people you're meeting the family for the first time. I remember when I met her family in the UK for the first time. If you don't have a friendly aura or friendly attitude about yourself, a friendly disposition, then you turn everybody off. Then you wonder how come they don't like you. These people don't like me. They don't. Because many times, like we said from the beginning, people have preconceived notions, preconceived ideas. So there's that prejudice that fits, that we carry on board, that we've imbibed. And unfortunately, it's the negative things that we're quick to imbibe, that we're quick to soak in. We're quick to soak in, and so you're not friendly in nature. You don't put yourself out there to be friendly towards them. You're not kind. You're not nice. And then you turn around and say they don't like you. How would they like you? You know, he who must have friends must show himself friendly. You have to be friendly, you know, to your mother-in-law to be. You have to be friendly to your father-in-law to be. If your spouse or your fiance has siblings, you have to be friendly towards them.
Yeah.
You know, one of the beautiful things I love, you know, with my wife, it made it very easy for her to meet my brothers. I introduced her to my brothers. Now my brothers text her without even texting me. For God's sake, I'm like, they told you? They don't even tell me. We can be here now, and she's texting somebody and smiling, texting and all that. And I who are you texting? So, I'm texting Uche. I'm texting because my immediate younger brother's name is Uche.
Yeah.
And if she's not texting Uche, she's texting Nomso. If she's not texting Nomso, she's texting Toby. If she's not, and I'm like, for God's sake, these people don't even text me, but they're always texting you. You know, they're always texting her. She's always texting back and forth, laughing. She even created a family group. When she came in, when we were going to get married, she created a family group for us, for the family. All of us, we didn't have a family WhatsApp group. She created the WhatsApp group. Be friendly.
Yeah.
He who must have friends must show himself first friendly. And there's no better way to building, because marriage is the extension of a relation, or network. Look at it like extending a network. You know,
it's extending a network. One of the things that in our family and our relationship, which we're really, really grateful for, and I think is also owing to the nature of the families that we're from and things, is that literally we married the families.
Yeah.
So it's not just so yes, we got married, but he literally married into this family, right? And it's so amazing because I'm an only child, but my cousins get along with him, get along with his brothers. Yeah. Like everybody.
It's a big family.
It's really a big family.
It's a big family. We hang out, we do things together, we call, you know, I could pick up the phone, call her cousins in the UK, we chat about stuff. You know, it's and the love.
Not even just you, even your brothers.
Yeah, my brothers. And the love and the support is immense. It's genuine. You know, it's not forced. It's not fake. It's genuine.
Honestly, it's a thing that we're grateful for, because some people don't necessarily have that.
Yeah.
So like we said, the dynamics differ. So it's something that we are just extremely grateful for. So just be kind.
But that there has to be that, you know, you cannot expect, a farmer cannot expect a harvest if he has not planted seed. So the first time the ball is in your court, you're stepping in. Yes, they have to be warm. Yeah. The family has to be warm.
Because if they're not warm, it has a way of throwing you off.
Yes. The family has to be warm. But you also have to, but they also will be careful. Because
everybody's apprehensive, literally.
I remember, you know, it was a dinner in London. You know, it was a dinner and we were going to the house, and you know,
was I there? I don't think so.
You were there. You were there. It was dinner before Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah, it was dinner before Christmas, and we're going. Yeah. We just came from Leeds together, and we're going, and you know, it's natural. Everybody is going to be careful about this person that's coming in. Okay, let's see how he is. You know, they're going to be. You know, courtesy would demand that they show you that warmth initially. But if you want to get it to the next level, then you have to put in your own. You have to make your own input right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, make your own input right there, and then they see, oh, okay, so this person, we can be cool with this person, and then they embrace you. But if that initial courtesy or act of courtesy they extend towards you is not well received and reciprocated, then you have a problem.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so maybe I should, For me, I also think that you should, this might sound very chesting, but really, I think it's important to sort of get yourself an ally. Right? I will explain what I mean by this.
I agree with you. I will
explain what I mean like this. Like, when you're coming in and stuff like that, even when you're just dating, there's some people that you will get along better with than the others and everything. So that person can be like your sort of ally. So it's not like you're going to go and announce, I'm getting myself an ally. It's just something that you know that I get along with this person. Like we actually have you laugh together. It just happens naturally, even in your lives, right? Normal life. You gravitate towards some certain people because of different things and value systems and all of that. So it's the same thing with the relationship, and it really, really helps that you have that sort of ally. So maybe sometimes when there's friction, because in a relationship it will happen. Friction, right? That ally is able to say, "Oh no, this is, this is who he is. This is who she is."
Yes,
I think it's very critical.
Understand? Yes, I agree with you.
I would say from my own. For me, like, his brothers and one in particular, if he watches this video, probably just say, I'm not going to say anything, but we're very cool, like very close, and he's, let me not say too much, but we're very, very close. And so if there's any friction or any misunderstanding, even when there has been, he's probably like, no, Uche, this is what she's thinking, or no,
this is how
this is how she is.
The truth is, not every conversation will be had in my presence. So using our context, for example, not every conversation will be had in my presence. So certain things would happen, but like she said, there would be times when you don't see eye to eye on certain issues, and things would happen. And so my family, for example, can be having a conversation to say, my parents, or my brothers, whoever, can be having a conversation to say, this person did it, I didn't like that, or maybe this person did that, blah, blah, blah. And I won't be there. I'm not there to defend my wife, because if I were there, I would say, no, this is not it. But they're not going to have that conversation where I am, with me. So having that ally, that person stands up for you to say, that person has your back to say, no, this person, no, this is how she is, this is how he is, this is what he's thinking, this is what she's thinking. And I remember also, a story, someone was also sharing with me a similar thing. And she shared personally with me to say, when I got married, my husband's immediate younger brother, if you saw us together, you would think he was my husband, because we were that close. And so when things didn't go right in the relationship, and my husband, was at loggerheads with the larger family, because of me, this person always came to my rescue. This person also stood on my, stood with me and stood with us, and so it was not just a case of Uche and Kachi against them. It was Uche, Kachi, and somebody else. You say that, no, you guys, no, this is not right. So it's wise. It's wise.
Like these are the things. I was thinking about it, and I was like, wow, really?
It's wise.
No one ever told me this, but it's something that I've experienced, and I'm like, oh, it's actually true. It's not. It's sort of this unspoken, things that people do, but really,
it works. Get yourself an ally. It's somebody who speaks for you in high places. Somebody who speaks for you when you're not there.
Get
yourself an ally. Be close. It's not to say that you just go looking for. Yes, develop a genuine relationship with someone so that they see you beyond the surface. They see you. They know you for who you are. And so when it comes down to it, they can speak for you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I was going to talk about something.
We're going to talk about two of you, like it's
yes. So dealing with in-laws now, in an ideal situation.
Please.
In an ideal situation, no in-laws should be able to come between you and your spouse. No in-law. Doesn't matter whether it's father-in-law, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law. Nobody should be able to come between you and your spouse. I said that in an ideal situation, because sometimes there are missteps with regards to marriage, and we have partners who might not necessarily be or conform to certain ideals, and so we have to be careful. And so having the in-laws step in from time to time is some form of protection to ensure that things don't go overboard in that relationship. But in an ideal situation, it's you and your spouse, it's you and your husband to be, or your fiance, or it's you and your wife. No one should be able, so that the strength of our bond should be such that nothing, no intrusion. Yeah.
Because people literally say, when Uche and Kechi band together, like literally, even his brothers know. Everybody knows.
Even if we're having banter,
Yo.
the moment we come on you,
Yo.
oh man, you have to run. You can't take it. You have to run. You know, so the strength of our bond, the strength of this bond should be such that nothing is strong enough to break it. Nothing is strong enough to put a wedge or drive a wedge between it. Or between,
doesn't matter who.
It doesn't matter who.
Doesn't matter what they say.
It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter there's nothing you're going to tell me now that will pit my wife against me. No. Nothing you're going to tell me. It doesn't matter what it is. There's nothing you're going to tell my wife now that will pit me against her. It doesn't matter what it is. If we have any differences, we solve our differences inside. But when we come out, we're like this. We're strong.
Yeah.
We're strong together. Because that's where the strength is.
Absolutely.
The moment you're able to, get us apart, then we lose everything that we have. We become individuals.
That's why it's important that you're careful what you listen to.
Yes, be careful what you listen to.
Be careful what you listen to.
It also boils down to be careful who you get married to. It's a place of values. What are the values that are driving that decision? Yeah. What are the values that are driving your decision? Yes, he's sexy. Yes, he has the six packs. Yes, he looks like he came down from heaven just yesterday, or she looks like fresh baked bread. All of those things, all those adjectives that we qualify people with. She got the hourglass shape. Oh, fantastic guy. What are the values driving your decision? Because when it comes down to it, those are the things that will matter.
Yeah, true. Okay, I think we're going to stop here.
Yeah.
We're going to do a part 2
We'll do a part 2 of this.
We're going to definitely do a part 2 of this.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that, in my head. We really want to hear from you as well.
Yes.
What your thoughts are. And then also, if there's anything that you want us to talk about specifically, please send us a message. You can email us, you can send us a message, you can send us a DM.
Yeah.
With whatever it is, particular areas you want us to
talk about. Yeah.
Send us topics, and we're very open to receiving that and hearing back from you. But we're going to stop here for now.
Yes, we're going to stop here. Guys, we're already in June. Don't forget, June 19th.
Yes,
June 19th. We're looking forward to that program.
Yeah.
The Love Project. The Love Project Ghana. So June 19th is the time, 6 p.m. GMT, 7 p.m. West African time. You're going to have everything. All the information is right there in the description. Don't forget, it's a registered event, so please register. We're looking forward to it, and we trust that it will be beautiful as always. Value adding, extremely value adding. We're going to be on it with some great couples too, so you're going to get wholesome content. All right, guys. So if you've loved this content, don't forget to give us a like, don't forget to share, don't forget to send your comments in, and don't forget to subscribe. We're so glad that the subscriber base is growing, but we can grow even more. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody.
Tell somebody to
that Uche plus Kachi is here. Uche plus Kachi TV is here. All right, guys. Thank you so much for always being there. We truly value your support.
Yeah.
All right, then. Till we come again your way. God bless you.
God bless you. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.